I want 7
We are
thumbs.
back in recording. There was no transition whatsoever. So,
I'm sure
we
Jack's
are
beard looks thicker.
We are in the Undercroft, the laboratory beneath Morfenzi, as the doors open and Dr. Razbanov rejoins you all.
Ooh, a map.
Still loading him.
Party.
Get internet, sucker.
Send me another DM, Monkey, explaining which ones you mean.
Okay.
Or even better, a screenshot in Discord. But yes, Dr. Razbanov returns. For those who cannot remember what he looks like, he looks like this.
And he's 10 feet tall.
I should probably join the game again, shouldn't
Yes, Quint, you've always had access to all of that.
Cool.
You notice that he seems to have returned with a couple of guards who do hang back behind him as he rejoins you all.
Feels so small next to all of these people.
How do you mean? Oh yeah, I've not scaled the guard tokens down.
Hello, you're back.
Indeed I am, yes. I had to check upon a few things, and now I would speak of more important matters with you, Whisper. If you are still agreeable to hearing what I have to say.
Is there a reason why you felt the need to bring guards for this talk?
There have been guards stationed around this laboratory already. The entire time you've been here, they have not concealed themselves. And he just points around to the far reaches of the room where people have been working, and the guards you walked past on your way in. These feel that there is a potential for misunderstanding or offense to be given with my request, but as you can see, and he sort of steps towards you more, I've instructed them to hang back, and I have assured them that their misgivings are entirely unfounded and unnecessary.
Am I to understand this discussion be a private one? Could we not have it here?
Absolutely no need for it to be private. I am happy to. I feel I have already spoken in the broad sense of what I would ask of you upstairs before. I would ask nothing of you that I feel the need for you to conceal or withhold from your companions. I wish to see the extent of your gifts, and see if I can understand them and perhaps replicate them for the good of Falkovnia. There is no need for secrecy in this matter.
I will be honest. Many of my gifts wear over time, and we have been traveling a long way, but I can show you a small amount.
How do you mean they wear?
Just as I can only run so far, I can only use my gifts for so long before I grow tired.
A tiredness of a body or of a mind?
The spirit.
Of both, I would say. She doesn't know what a spirit is.
This is interesting. So potentially, could that fatigue be overcome or supplemented? You could continue to function.
Yes,
Continue to make use of these gifts.
Usually, a night's rest will get me recharged.
But this
I
takes
am
time.
merely a vessel, after all.
There is a slight glint in his eye when you say that. Doesn't reach his mouth. It's just that seems to resonate with him. He's like,
Oh, I thought it would.
a feeling with which I am very familiar with.
You know what would resonate with me would be an insight roll.
Yep. As ever, I will make him roll.
Is one
deception.
even really needed? It's like, I don't know, he's giving off creepy
No,
vibes.
I want to see
Yup.
if there's like something deeper to this creepiness. You know, I know that he's already creepy, but I want to know if there's anything else I pick up on.
I feel like I know everything I want to know.
He rolled a 17. You,
see that?
however,
Roll a 20.
roll a 20. You read it in two layers. There is definitely a sense of recognition. He feels like he has a similar experience. But there is also a slight excitement that was something he was hoping to hear. That seems to have spurred him on to further thought and opportunity. So yeah, it's twofold. One of the most successful areas of the serum is that it can reduce fatigue, remove the need for sleep. You could, with the serum, Whisper, bear your gifts without limitation. Without
Wow,
the
that
need to
Doesn't indeed sound
Stop.
most exciting.
excitement, yes, for the greater good that it could do.
Of course.
And nothing more.
And there is nothing more to be done other than cleansing this place. If Whisper's
There's nothing more to
powers
be excited about.
are cleansed, purified Falkovnia. If Whisper's ability to aid this place is limited by her own constitution and her own access to these gifts, these tricks, removing the need for such downtime brings about the salvation of the land all the quicker, does it not?
But of course, I was just curious to know if you had any other sort of curiosity.
I am...
If anything like that if you pursued anything beyond just this divine quest.
I fear once this quest, once my mission here is complete, we should all be able to return home. At least this is how I see it. This is why I am here and why I have been unable to leave.
Remind me again where you come from. Do they perform miracles the same way that Whisper can?
Not in nearly as overt a way as I have heard. She displays her own.
What happens if this serum is not actually the answer? What happens if Lord Frith uses the night to balance? Perhaps we should not attempt to bargain with such gifts, lest we lose them.
The night to balance. Explain this to me.
Me needing rest.
Ah. Does your Lord Frith never offer forgiveness to those who would ask for absolution. If this doesn't work, you may petition him for his forgiveness and begin again.
He has been known to have compassion in the past. I am all for a clever trick, and being able to have a trick where I do not need sleep in order to be rested and at my full potential would be something, but I am also concerned that it's playing with fire a little.
Then let us begin with something that would ask nothing of your lord. And he just draws his sleeve up, and you see there is a bandage with a small amount of fresh blood around his wrist, which he slowly unwinds and offers the wrist out to you. And you can see there is a slight, very
My God,
neat...
do I have any spell slots?
There is a slight, neat incision that looks, as you can see, less than an hour old. Are you able to undo this wound with your gifts?
I should be able to.
And he stoops a little for your benefit as he comes in towards you. You can see there is no guardedness or defensiveness from him. He just. In fact, I think he'd kneel and offer it.
All right. I will just use my first aid spell. What? Just a little couple hit dice. Or just one. If it'll let me. I don't think it'll even let me on him.
Oh, that's fine. But yeah, just tick one off. And
Okay.
I don't even describe what first aid looks like. It's always been in combat. What do you imagine the visual of that being?
With most of my healing spells, it is very much like warm, morning light. Just kind of will just kind of glow around my hand where I'm touching him and settle into his skin, healing the wound.
I'm sidling along, watching where Strahd is moving to.
Yeah. If any of you are actively watching Strahd, I'll wait because he says that and then addresses somebody else away from the game.
Hello.
Oh, it's not a chance. Get out of it. If you're watching Strahd, you see he meets your eye contact and gives his head like a slight shake. It's like he's sneaking away, but he's not attempting to hide it from any of you. He gives you all a furtive glance as he tries to just quite sort of just stomach suck a little bit.
Okay. If I'm kind of looking at him, I will kind of like hold onto the ribbon that has my glaive on my back and kind of like.
And you will get the very slightest shrug.
How were you? What do you mean you were holding a ribbon? Like, what were you?
As in, like, do I need to like get my glaive out? You know, I'm kind of like, are we about to kick off here?
All right. Yeah, I think Vanessa would use the opportunity to sort of saddle up next to him again and just sort of keep tabs.
As the glow goes over the doctor's wrist, he sort of just looks. Not even a matter of seconds. These are... You are very blessed, are you not?
I
Well,
feel so, yes.
and yet you were not able to stave off the simple spiritual misfortune that had befallen you when we met. Why is that?
We had been fighting and traveling for many days, and I had used my energy elsewhere. It was simply not a priority for me.
A recurring problem you seem to face, this need to rest.
DM, what weapons do these guards have? Do they have ranged weaponry, or are they all...
Yeah, they all seem to have crossbows and a variety of melee weapons.
Okay. A variety!
Except...
Just loads of them, like a one-man band of...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Except the more Fenzi agent, who just seems to have that odd little stick he had tucked into his belt and a large sword across his back. Do you feel that, given the appropriate rest, you could, or have you attempted yet? He falls into thought for a moment. You have destroyed undead with your gifts whilst you have been here, yes? Have you attempted to heal them? Or cleanse them of their fate?
I have not. I do not know that I would know how.
Would you welcome the opportunity to try?
I would.
He sort of turns back to one of the guards and nods. One of the guards heads off. Well, they're still at the door, actually. One of the guards heads out. If these gifts of yours are able, either with or without my guidance, to restore the semblance of a spark of life to one of these fallen, there's a great deal we could accomplish together. It would remove the need for this place to turn on the fulcrum of bloody and violent survival with each month. Better than...
Do you think that is true?
Do I think what is true? That it would heal this place?
That any attempt to cure this disease would actually heal this land?
If there are none here... If there are none here who are diseased, there is no disease to spread.
But will they not come with every
I will...
new moon?
Cleanse enough as they come, and you have a force to repel any who come after.
With all due respect, that doesn't seem to be the driving force behind what's going on here.
With a glance to the guards, I will nod and say, I believe a warren is only as strong as its Ausla. Drakov continues to be cursed in some way. I think anything that we were to do would be in vain.
So long as Drakov lives, you say?
I do not know how it works here, but she does seem to be caught.
Using Whisper's power in the way that I think that you want to is still merely preventative. It's not restorative. The dead will... There will always be there who will die, people who will die, and if you're talking about trying to just continue to purge and purge and purge until something hopefully cracks, that I don't think it's going to work like that.
I'm hoping in the first instance it can be restorative. And as this is happening, you start to hear the moans of a single zombie. And you see one of the guards has come in with effectively like the long metal pole with like a binding leash.
I will undo my glaive.
Yeah, a couple of the guards don't go into full alert, but weapons are half drawn. They position themselves in a way that like you feel confident Hazim isn't get it. They're clearly focused on this.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. This was just an excuse for me to have my weapon drawn now, and now they've given me a reason to have my weapon out. Ooh, big boy.
And she sort of half drags it up the stairs. And this guy steps up and has his weapon fully drawn and clearly is putting himself in some sort of position to defend Whisper and the Doctor if anything goes wrong here. And the zombie is brought stumbling somewhat up the stairs towards you. You recognise that's a dim spark within it, Whisper. This one has remained alert longer than the others. Only by a matter of days, but normally they succumb to their feral hunger by this point. The window I mentioned earlier should have passed, and yet he retained some of his lucidity. I feel that this is a strong candidate to test your abilities on.
I will remind you that I am tired and not at my full strength. And with that, I will just step forward to the thing, looking it in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, like, real talk, I have, like, no spell slots left. So,
you have gentle repose.
I will
Is gentle repose? That's the first level, right? Or is that?
I have like restoration spells, but I don't got the slots for them. So.
What's the on? Spare the dying. That's a cantrip, right? You've got that.
Yeah.
Wow, he's not dying.
I mean, yeah, but
spare the undying.
Just sacred flame the shit.
I mean, the creature becomes stable. It has no effect on undead.
Depends whether these are classified as undead. We don't know. That's a mechanic.
Ooh,
that's a mechanic.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
All right. I will.
I can help you if you are too tired.
Help me how?
So look through the guard, say, fetch some serum, in case she is willing.
God, I don't. I'm gonna reach out and touch this creature and just cast Spare the Dying on it to see if anything else. But as or if anything if it has any effect. But as I do, I'm going to look it in the eyes and as best I can try and just talk to it as if it and I are the only creatures in this room right now. Do you remember your name?
After a few moments, the eyes focus on you for a couple of seconds, but then just seem to like drift down, like to sort of sniff for a moment at your hand. It's too restrained. It doesn't go berserk, but you can tell there is the slight. It's more interested in the nearby flesh than having a conversation. Yeah, the more Fenzi agent returns with a bit like a brass. Like the brass almost like steampunky equivalent of what looks to be like a syringe driver. And sort of just doesn't hand it to, but just sort of makes its presence known to the doctor before he repockets it. if you would seek rejuvenation and the ability to be restored and not succumb to this weariness, so that we can test the extent of your abilities and how you can save everybody. This is a gift I would offer to you. No trick, simply a gift.
There is no rush on this.
Is there a
We've
gift? Go on.
We have already said that a night's rest will have her rejuvenated. We do not know enough about your serum, only the disaster that it does. It is you that is trying to push the timeline on this.
For if we sleep and waste a night, then the dead come in a matter of days.
And we will not be curing an entire land in the coming days anyway.
We would be in a far stronger position.
Give her the night, if she so requests it. And she'll look up at Whisper.
Yeah, I'll look back at you. I gladly accept this gift. And I will just down the potion.
Oh, you haven't been given it yet.
Oh,
You still got
okay.
it.
I
And
thought you
it
were
was,
reaching
and it was,
out.
it was a syringe.
It's
yeah,
a giant
it was a syringe
syringe.
driver.
I'll put out
That's
my
right.
arm.
It's one of those like big looped handle ones where you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put out my arm for him.
The doctor. Everyone is allowed to make me an insight check. And
13.
And Vanessa, do you have to take magic up still? Because it's pretty much rolling often for you. Would it have fallen?
Yeah, I mean,
Did you cast it in here?
Yeah.
I mean, I would have thrown up my Eldritch Sight when I saw
You
the
did. You
syringe come out.
detected. Well, you did. You detected that Strahd had like.
Oh, yeah.
task
Yeah,
force.
that's
We'll
true.
talk it,
That's
yeah.
true. You have a... Okay, what did we all roll? Okay.
27 insight.
Yeah, 27 insight. There is a glint of just morbid excitement in the doctor's eye for just a moment. There is a slight, the briefest flicker of guilt in the Morfenzi agent's eye. Vanessa, you feel the slightest, briefest flutter of magic behind you for just a fraction of a second, and then in your mind you just hear no.
Stop.
Knowing you've received a send and spell.
Yeah. Vanessa say stop.
And the doctor has sort of the syringe held out.
I'll
Whisper's
step
arm.
back a step, like turning slightly and look at Vanessa.
With all due respect, Dr. Razbanoff, and to you, Whisper, we will be taking the night to rest. The
It
war
seems
will
that
not be
Whisper
won.
has already made her decision for herself.
Whisper, I will leave you to decide for yourself, but remember, you have not had rest. Your means of defending yourself are not where they ought to be.
And once she takes this, she will be able to. Because it will restore her, as I have said.
Whisper,
I will accept your advice and take a night's rest. Perhaps, after showing you what I can do on my own, we can revisit the serum.
I am fearful it will be too little too late. But if that is the decision you have made, very well.
The key to winning this war will not be found within 8 hours. Now.
Turns back to the guard. It has the zombie on the finger. Take it back. And yeah, she leads it off. And heads out. So you will rest. You will rest for the evening then. And we will discuss again what at first light?
Yes.
You have waited a long time, Doctor. One more
I have.
night. One more night. And we have come to you and we have not said no. Whisper has not said no. She's being willing, but we are trying to protect her from putting in this serum. That is all. We want nothing more to help the people here.
It does not seem that way, if I can be frank. It seems that you...
If Frith has chosen me as a vessel of his, one would assume that he chose wisely. So I would ask that you respect my decision on this matter.
Serum has been tested on people that are from here, are they not? And we are not from here. We do not know what it will do to Whisper. Do you want to put that in her and it kill her? And then any chance of what gifts she has are lost to you. Let us see what she can do without it first.
Don't let desperation and this sense of urgency cloud judgment, Dr. Razbanov. Those are dangerous when it comes to experimentation.
So he stows the syringe. Then, if you would permit me, Whisper, some blood drawn for my own experimentation and to investigate. I do not feel that is your decision to make for Whisper.
I think that you're
Whisper, do
overstepping
you
your
always
bounds.
allow this woman to speak for you?
I think it is important that we come to trust our companions. I have fought beside her many times, and am alive because of her.
It is Whisper's gifts that you want access to. Therefore, the terms to that will be limited to how she dictates them. She's told you that she wants to rest. She told you that she doesn't want your blood drawn. That is enough. And if that's not enough, we can take our leave.
I would give it to you all that you notice the guards are beginning to look uncomfortable and tense.
Because they know they're about to get killed.
They know we're not allowed to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they're about to get killed with this number many spell slots.
Uh-huh. Just flaming strike over, or sacred flame over and over again. That's it. That's it.
It would be disappointing to have no show of faith from you by the end of our evening together. No token or something to work on. I feel that much is being asked of me on top of what already has been given. Very little from yourselves. Plenty of taking, yes.
I'm sorry, what has been asked
Knowledge of hospitality, of safe passage.
We have been free with our own knowledge as well. She has been candid with what her gifts can and cannot do. You simply want more than what we are prepared to give right this very second.
We would
And
not
your
ask you to overextend yourself. Please don't ask us to do the same.
if your gratitude was simply to get something in return, then it was not gratitude, was it? It was not hospitality. It was a trade that you were trying to make, but that is not how it was posed at the beginning. For if it was, then perhaps we would have had to negotiate the terms. Do not give us things and then ask us something in return. It is ours to give, not yours.
I worry you are misplacing your trust, Whisper.
I have been kept alive thus far because of my companions. I will continue to trust them.
His eyes go very plainly and directly to Vanessa, and a slight bit of an ugly sneer just creeps for a moment. That may not serve you well in the long run.
I will match his stare and say, there have been many creatures, rabbits friends with foxes and other types, and still have survived and formed friendships.
Until convenient for the fox. Or other creature, sorry, Hazim. There is a tale in my land of a scorpion and a frog. Do you have some equivalent to this? Where trust is given, and yet both perish due to the nature of the scorpion?
Yes, although I have more tales of other rabbits and men betraying their own.
In our scenario, good doctor, you are the scorpion. It is you who we were warned about, and yet we came here with trust in you. Perhaps it is your own nature now that shows such hostility to us. Perhaps we were foolish. I like to think we are not, and I like to think that we can all still help each other.
He just turns and wants to walk away down the steps.
I'm sorry, Whisper, for interjecting like that. I know that you could speak for yourself, I just have concerns.
I appreciate it. I will admit that I am tired. And there were many guards. And above all, a rabbit needs the dignity to accept their fate. So I thought it best that I take the serum, then we maybe get a chance to...
Guys?
Yes.
Doors open and a few more guards
There we go.
file in.
Don't like that
That's-
noise.
Vanessa, did you do that in the game too? Because I want to know that you did
What?
that in character.
What, this?
Yeah, the
You know what,
bitchy
sure,
little,
she did
like,
that.
you
She
know
knows
what?
she knows what's coming. Let's go.
Like, DM, the moment the doctor and Vanessa stepped away, I would have immediately just been drilling holes looking at the guy that I forget his name that I made such good buddies with earlier in the campaign that had a look of guilt on his face.
Yeah. He is watching the doctor in a way that now you get a sense is he doesn't want to meet your eye.
Okay. He's not with us.
I'm gonna say, does he look a bit nervous on this guard in front of us?
Yeah, I'd say he looks a bit nonplussed. He would have sheathed his weapon once the zombie was taken away. And he's just sort of like doing that sort of hanging around where he's like, okay, am I going to like Kingsguard style follow the doctor after a few foot steps? He isn't left up there like level his way. He's stowed.
You said we didn't get a long rest, not a short rest during dinner, right?
You were
Got
sat
a short
talking
rest
and eating.
during dinner, I thought.
Except someone decided. Didn't someone do something instead?
No, we've had dinner and then we've come
either
down here
way,
and walked around here.
Wouldn't have affected me at all. I get
Yeah,
nothing back on short
for out
rest.
sitting. Yeah, you sat and had like an hour and a half, 2 hours, just sort of conversation and dinner. So I'd have thought we'd have taken a short rest off during that. You can, if you didn't do a short rest during the dinner, you may do one.
I think you would have to prompt it with how it's currently set.
Oh yeah, let's have a look.
I don't have any hit dice, but I still really want to.
Oh, that nice new module does not actually see. There we go. But oh no, that's for date. The nice new rest module is not prompting.
Is it at the top got all of our characters?
As in, when I click the button,
Yeah.
the window doesn't even come up for it.
Oh, okay. Manual it is then.
Yeah, just you have to manually in your character sheet to trigger a short rest, please.
Well, you can't trigger one, but I know how my character works.
Nice.
Oh, what? Does having that module on stop you from in your character sheet hitting the rest button now?
Yeah, for me at least.
It's fine. I'll change my stuff.
I mean, I could also just disable the module for now.
I think it got updated for this today, but yeah, it's fine.
I have disabled rest recovery for 5-8. It'll do a quick reload. So these other guards come in with the doctor, and he looks very frustrated. He's like, "Bind them if you can."
Can we all roll for initiative, please?
And I will when we're back in the game and once your short rests have been done.
Let's
Are you
see
still,
if they can.
I've done my short rest. Are you still planning a break in 15 minutes?
A little bit more. We started later.
Okay.
We
Then
just
that's...
break now because I'm still loading in.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
just break now.
Okay. So we are all.
Is there anything worse than a combat starting up and you're all just like, God, we are just so tapped. This is the worst.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not even the right name.
Oh God, what?
Cool.
What?
That's not a lot of dice or anything.
What? No.
Oh my god.
No.
There's so many that I couldn't even find where my dice was to roll it then in the initiative queue.
I'm saying no to that.
Oh, good lord.
Someone hasn't rolled their initiative. Vanessa.
I forgot how to do that.
In the combat tab, there'll be a dice next to your name. It's currently at the bottom because you're on roll.
Yeah. Oh, bottom now. Not anymore.
The doctor raises a hand for a moment and just does some sort of gesture. And light blue magic flutters around himself, the more Fenzi agent, and the guard in the middle of you all, who still looks a bit... He sees the glow and is a bit like... Looks a bit unsure. He will then step back. That's him. The Morfenzi agent will step to the side. His eyes go from Whisper to Hazim and to Quinn, and he is just gonna hold his action. Vanessa, it's you.
Shit. Does the guy in front, like directly in between Whisper and I, look like he's gonna strike, or?
He looks like he's going to draw his weapon.
I'm wondering if I should like try to take him hostage, but
I
feel like
don't care.
they're not. Yeah, they're not gonna care. Cool. I have new spell slots. That's great. I'm gonna go ahead and disengage. I head back over here.
Is it as an action you're disengaging?
Yeah, because I can't do it as a bonus action. And if I move, he's gonna beat the shit out of me. I'm squishy. I don't have shield right now. I don't know. I didn't want to go this soon.
Yeah, but that you just see, it's very much like it is there. There's just all sorts of documentation. There's all those glowing potions and different sort of flasks all bubbling away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna disengage, free action, just call out to Strahd, say, help us. And that's my turn for right now. So.
Strahd looks incensed that you've called over to him. So directly
Try to be discreet. I was whispering.
That's true. He just gives you, regardless, like an absolute stink eye. Before I thought his music was going into Avengers for a second.
Me too.
And you just see him like jot a finger at like the pile of potions next to you before he goes, "I'll fetch more guards," and just like slips out and hops down off the platform. But he gestured over to the potions on the table. Oh, in fact, let me just check something with him.
Do they look magical? Are they magical in nature, the potions?
They don't look normal. They sort of like glowing and shimmering, yeah.
More to
in different colours.
Vanessa, she has her.
Yeah, I mean, like,
side.
I would know what schools they belong to at least.
I don't have a list of
The
schools.
DM's worst enemy.
Yeah, I don't have a list of schools to hand, but yeah, you would have seen that there is some properties to them.
All right.
As for Vanessa, yeah, Strahd goes out of sight and disappears. You do then hear if you manage to get away, seek me. Oh no, you know his voice. If you manage to get away, seek me out. Good luck. And then we are with guards.
Was that a sending spell?
Yeah.
Which is only 5 words, or a message spell which you can reply to.
25.
Or is it an advanced?
25. No, you can go up to 25, isn't it?
Oh, on sending? I thought it was lower.
No, 25.
Okay, cool.
This guard starts to come up the stairs, weapon drawn, and a hand outstretched towards Whisper. Does he make it to her? I don't know if it matters if it's people in the way.
I could only stop him there anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
Okay.
I can only sentinel strike him when he's within 10 in my reach.
He is gonna make an attack.
I'm gonna hold my finger and say, don't.
He looks, you can see that he doesn't want to, but he's been given his order. He goes to. It's called. I'm calling it a spear attack, but I'm going to say it's effectively a
Grapple.
Yeah, an attempt at a grab. So 18 hits. So yeah, he wants to make it a grapple attack. Whisper, you can wriggle out of it with acrobatics or athletics. He's going to. Oh, it's just base for him. Yeah, you can roll whichever one you want. Yeah, you manage to just... He reaches out and he gets his hand on your wrist for a second and you manage just to, like, however you want to break out of it. That's all he can do. What, sorry?
I wouldn't be doing anything fancy. I'm just like, whipping my hand back from him.
This guard's gonna clamber up on here. 10 foot.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah?
I'm gonna sentinel. Yeah, I'm gonna sentinel strike him.
Would that stop him? That would stop him there, wouldn't it? For him
it would still stop.
Back?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. It's gonna make no difference where I'm positioned.
Oh, that was hovering on that 20 for me then.
Yeah, it was for me as well. I kind of just flash my glaive out.
Yeah, very much.
We don't want this.
And sort of seeing Whisper hasn't done anything yet. Seeing a weapon sort of leveled at him, he just sort of looks between the two. He's gonna step forward and swap to you.
Okay.
But he misses.
It's on now.
Yeah.
And he was actually trying to spear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Right then.
That guard remains there at the door. So the guard who's been next to you, who's been next to you, but sort of sees it happen. You can see he looks a bit dismayed, but then his duty hits in, and he doesn't draw a weapon. He just tries to basically bear grab Whisper. So again, if a spear attack, if he manages to actually hit, we'll go for an opposed. He misses. Maybe you're still moving, Whisper, but you see it coming and you manage to twist away. Hazima to you. Quint, you're next.
Okay. I am.
I've just didn't realise, but Jack is fully turned off, which means I am now. Oh, I know. I've also gone to the wrong screen. There we go.
That he's got camera issues.
Yeah, I also had an issue in that after break I took us to the scene for 4 players, so the cameras were all off. Now we're back on. You were all fine. It was just me. Okay, Hazima to you. Quint, you're next.
Okay. I'm gonna attack this dude first. The one that I attacked already.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, we're gonna have one of those days, are we? Another one.
You have more to make this time, though, thankfully. Don't be in that one. Don't be in that one after I said that.
Fucking hell.
Miss.
Do
Do you have any short rest features you want to use?
Not on a fucking guard, no. No. I'm just kind of like trying to keep him at bay.
Okay. Quint, it's you.
Quinn reaches over to his hip with his right hand and slides out a short sword. He's going to immediately start into a elegant dancing motion and start his humming blade song. And then he's going to strike out at the guard in front of him. Do I do it like that? Yeah, I'm going to do this one. Shit.
What?
This fucking guard.
That is all she wrote.
Oh, really? Shit. Okay.
This is not the opening we need.
Okay, it hits, so she's going to do that. Again, Whisper, you can athletics or acrobatics to get out of this. But she comes rushing up the stairs and gets a 7. So you can run. There we go. Oh, meets it, beats it. So you managed to just. You're deadlocked for a moment, but you just managed to. You're still grabbing onto each other a bit, but you can tell you've not. You can break it at any moment. You haven't been fully grappled yet. That one is another. Yep, she's on the door. Whisper, it's you. Everyone, and you see the guards that haven't moved yet. You see they're all just making to come rushing the stairs. Right, what's Vanessa up to about that? Yeah, it sounds like it's a good tactic. I'd love to hear it.
I am just going to whisper to myself, Prowl FF, and then. Which in Lapin means rabbit underground, rabbit safe and sound.
I need that. It's one of my languages.
But she does have some spell slots left over.
Add the one.
Dimension door! Later, noobs!
Because this is the one where at the end of your turns you have a chance just to about, don't you?
Yeah, so, at the end of each of my turns, I roll a d20, and an 11 or higher I vanish from my current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane, and then at the start of my next turn, I can return to an unoccupied space.
I'm not gonna lie, this is
it
the
lasts for a
best
minute.
spell. This is the best spell for not being grappled. This
Yeah.
is
Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
Because even if
Pop
they've
in,
got you,
Pop out, yeah.
Yeah, they let
and
go
it's
of
not,
you,
and it's
bro.
not concentration, is it? A member with
Nope.
blink.
Nope. But it only lasts for a minute, but
We'll be
So,
dead. We'll be dead at that time. It's fine.
there we go.
Okay, anything else from you?
No.
Roll your d20.
No. Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, okay. But the effect
Crap.
is on you. Let's. I'm gonna put that on you as a reminder.
Yeah.
Okay. Next guard is going to.
Can I? Oh, okay. I've already done it. I just wanted to. As she does that, I kind of want to like look like I'm frightened of what she's about to do. Like I'm going to start backing up from her.
Well, especially she's. I don't know. What did it look? What did it look like? You said those words and then nothing yet.
Yeah, there would have been a shimmering around me, just all around me, like almost like kind of that in the heat, hazy shimmering.
Yeah.
Just as I'm getting like ready to potentially shift the ethereal.
I don't know.
But
I
I
don't know
was
whether
definitely
out of
speaking
turn.
a strange language.
Yeah. And then shimmered. And they know she's got power. And I'm going to look like I'm backing up.
Okay, she shimmered, but she didn't shine. So, and now we need to shimmer and shine for these things. This guard clambers up onto the edge, and he's going to draw his crossbow and fire at Quint.
Through two people? Which dude? The one on the stairs?
Go on
No.
the red thing around him.
This dude.
Oh, that one. Okay.
The guy whose move it is.
So many dudes.
It's too many people, man. Everybody's got rings. Oh, does the little thingy one show who's about to be next as well?
Yeah, the
That's
darker
quite
one.
cool.
Oh yeah. Mrs. Quint. Okay.
Anyone hit anything yet?
No. No. Nothing has hit yet.
0 damage.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Or we are down in initiative.
30. And he, again, like everybody else, he's going to try and grab at Whisper and start bearing her down the stairs. Yeah, Blink has the chance just to fuck this so badly. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, it hits, so Whisper, make that opposed check of your choice. Ooh. Whisper, you are grabbed. Grappled. He manages to get you in almost a bit of a clumsy, almost a headlock. I've got her! I've got her! This guard remains next to Razbanov but draws a crossbow. Top of a round, it is Razbanov. He is going to...
Did this guard next to us do anything? Has he even acted?
Yeah, he tried to grab Whisper but failed.
Oh, right, yeah.
But the Morfenzi dude just held his action and didn't do anything.
Yes, he has been holding his action.
I'm just saying, I don't know whether he rolled with a d4. He was blessed. Was he not blessed, that first guy?
He got a 2, so it didn't matter.
Oh, did he?
It didn't matter one jot. Razbanov is going to hold his action as well. Top of the round. This guy failed. Well, he didn't trigger his reaction, so he is going to just step up towards you, Quint.
I'll attack him.
How? It isn't your turn. It isn't your turn again yet, is it? So you haven't got a reaction back.
We're on a new round.
But when it gets back to you, your reaction resets when it gets back to you, does it not?
Well, then it's already been because I took my reaction before it was my turn. It's once per round.
Yeah, you did. It was when boy in front of you stepped up, wasn't it? Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Come on, let's draw some blood. Fuck me. What the? Fuck? That was a 1 on mine. I'll take it. As he kind of one time, and kind of like just the glaive just kind of clashes off his shoulder and like just almost nicks his jaw, just straight for the head. I ain't fucking about.
Okay, and he doesn't. As you lash in, he sort of takes a blow, but he's still got his eye on Quint, and just quickly brings that stick up from his belt, and it's a heavy, basic, almost like flintlock. And he is going to give.
Want some guts?
Can you react to a 24, Quint? I can't remember what your shield takes you to.
Not 24.
I'm not going to react.
There is a crack.
Oh, maybe I should have reacted.
Shock
me.
And a burst. And a sudden smell of smoke. And a blast of light as a shrapnel goes into your stomach, Quint. But you do see that he basically drops the pistol, then goes to draw his sword. Maybe that is something that you would see only has the one go. That's him, Vanessa, it's you.
All right, so I have a couple questions.
Yes.
First, do you roll a bonus action to administer a potion to yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Bonus for yourself, action to feed to somebody else.
Yeah, got it. Second question. The potions.
Yes, the table is lit.
They're all magical.
Yeah.
Do I get a sense of? Do I get a sense that they're all sort of enchantments or what? Like what's?
You just get that there is senses of magic coming from them. They have a variety of different colours and bottle types, and some are shimmering, some are clearly heavy and viscous.
Is it an action then to try and like discern their properties?
Yeah, that's the action sip. There is a full table. These potions are all proper things. Yeah.
Fuck. And it would be an action to just do one or all of them.
An action for each one is that's a core rule. I think the sip test.
All right.
Or you could just chug, or you could just.
I'm gonna. Well, first I'm going to.
Alchemist fire. Ooh, spicy.
Burn it up. Which one has you grappled, Whisper?
The one to the right of me,
correct.
I believe. The little guy.
The little
guy.
All right. So in his mind, he would hear "Let her go," but like lots of whispering voices. As I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on him.
Yep. Click damage, and it should force a roll. Fails.
Fabulous. So he is going to have. He's going to take -4 to all dex saves.
Okay.
Pay attention to that, Whisper. I'm trying to help you out. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna take one of these potions. Fuck it.
Okay. Now, I know there's a daft thing here, because I'm going to roll the table now. It's going to tell you, it's going to describe it. So it might describe one unfortunately, you're like, hey, I wouldn't have drank that, knowing that, but it's the way the roll table works. So, you grab the nearest potion, which is dark grey liquid swimming with white flakes. It smells like mint, tastes like charcoal. You gain the benefits of the stone skin spell for 1 hour, and your movement is halved. At the end of that hour, you gain a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, let's party.
So I think stone skin is 5 AC. Let's have a quick check.
I don't remember.
5e stone skin. You have resistance to. Okay, it's not as powerful as I remember from 3.5, but you have resistance to all non-magical physical damage now, which against a room full of guards, is pretty good. So yeah, you have drop some shield status on yourself, but yeah, you are.
And does the AC go up, or is it just sort of?
No, it's just all those resistances. Sorry.
All right.
Anything else in Vanessa?
That's all she wrote. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I free action call out that there are potions up here?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Seeing Quint and at least Hazim there saying, there's potions here. I don't know what they did, but they did this. And I'd say that maybe the stone skin has maybe actually just turned her skin sort of that like craggy gray color. It's a buffet. Pick one up.
This guy's gonna squeeze through some allies and get up on the ledge, and was moving towards you at first, Vanessa, but now you just have this bizarre. You are now looking quite different. He feels like he's maybe a bit behind Hazim. He's gonna take a stab at Hazim instead. But misses. Expert guards here. The guard who had been... who's been trading pointlessly with Hazim, he will thrust out again with the spear. Just trying to drive Hazim back. 21. You already reacted. He will drive the spear at you.
That's the kind of damage I was expecting when I didn't use my reaction.
From that dude's a beast.
The ones at the door remain at the door. Yeah, this guy's going to make another grab for Whisper, who is still grappled. Well, he's going to try and get his own grab. That misses. Hazima to you. Everyone's closing in. Shit's getting messy. Quint, you're next.
Fuck me, man. There's just too many. I think it's just, it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna go. Beyond so long. And my shift weave just kind of glimmers for a second. Obviously, you've seen that it can kind of like be my black shadowy stuff. It can be my chainmail stuff. Now it just kind of like explodes. It is now just me in full mithril plate with this big red cape behind me. It's like, okay, fucking let's go fucking power mode. And I'm gonna just try and drop... I'm gonna just try and drop this dude that's right next to Quint, the one that we've been trading on.
Okay.
Come on. Fuck me, man.
Okay, second attack though. What is going on? Big power burst. And then sweet nothing.
Sweet fucking nothing.
You gonna surge or anything? I can't remember if you had a surge. Or...
I have. Well, yeah, I've had a short rest, so I've got my second wind. I just don't. I don't think it's worth it yet. No.
Okay.
Save it, yeah.
Quint, it's you. At least you look cool now.
Yeah.
Quint is
Nothing
going
like
to
5 misses on the trot.
Mmm.
In Elvish chant, make it Hundu. And he's going to twirl his blade and slam it down in a slashing motion at the same guard in front of him. And he's using Booming Blade.
I like so far that me, Whisper, and Quint have all used like special magic words and nothing has happened.
Fuck me.
These are standard CR 1/8 guards.
He
Crazy.
is going to use his left hand to draw his other short sword, and he's going to take a slash at him with that. And he's going to kind of pirouette his way between these two guys and end up there.
Okay. God on the stairs.
Where they're on the stairs.
A little mouse with clogs on. It is it's going to be an opposed check with you, Whisper. Oh, you avoid the grapple. They want to. It's his body's trying to pile on you and start pulling you down these stairs. As the guards overtake, she's on the stairs. Whisper, it's you. So you're like, God, I wish I had Word of Radiance. You're healing Quint.
I am.
Can you cast while you're restrained?
Yeah, it's a speed 0.
It's just a speed 0.
Yeah,
His grapple,
grapple.
not restrained.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I am going to use my very last spell slot. Will it let me do this? Oh, okay.
I think you can even cast when you are restrained. I think it's just stunned and incapacitated and paralyzed.
On I guess the 3 dudes right.
Oh, you
around
had
me.
so you hadn't targeted them already because it's not going to force saves. You only targeted one person. You should have targeted multiple people for you.
It wouldn't let me select multiple, so I thought it was going to allow me to select once I cast it.
So ping the ones that you want to do that for.
Did you not cast first aid?
I did.
Yeah,
on
that's me with a heal.
Quint.
Yeah, but
It's just first aid.
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
they're both actions though.
Oh, you're right.
First aid and bane are both an action.
You're
Oh
right.
yeah, so there's no baning going on.
Ah, you're right. Sorry, my healing word is right below, and I have it as
Pop
okay.
that
So
spell
never
back
mind.
on. So anything else
Yep.
from you?
No. No.
Okay.
No.
Thaumaturgy.
He is gonna.
I am your god!
He is going to.
God, how far is he fucking going?
30. And then he's going to fire his crossbow at you, Quinn.
Pussy.
Sorry, Quinn.
He misses. That's all he can do. He starts reloading. The guard who has you grappled. He's going to try and pull you down the stairs. That does incur attack opportunity from Quint, though, if you want to. No?
No.
So,
Did Whisper roll her thing?
she did not roll her. Roll your d20,
Yeah.
Whisper.
You're vanished, you're blinky blink.
We put the thing on as your reminder. Oh, so him grabbing onto her, she just disappears. So the timing of it, you come back at the start of your next turn, don't you now?
Yep.
10 foot,
I'm
10 foot
in
wherever
the
you want.
ethereal plane.
So I'm
and
not
can
going to go
move around 10 feet.
So I'm not going to go fiddling and moving you from the map because it'll take you away from it. But Whisper right here now. The guard is holding on to us suddenly. Ugh. I don't know if technically we can fill that spot, but we're not going to do that just for the absolute madness of people reappearing.
You can do.
Yep. So she just vanishes. Cool. Yeah. Invisible. Good idea.
Has Vanessa seen this before?
No.
Yeah. Oh no,
but-
because you weren't back yet.
No.
No, you were. No, you came back
No,
at
you
the
weren't.
end of a dragon fight. You came back. not
To
the
be
start.
honest, I don't think we've seen it properly because she was doing it like round the back while we were fighting. I don't think we've necessarily.
It's true.
Yeah, we weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
So guard just so at the end of her turn, she just disappears. Guard's just like completely nonplussed. Looks to Quint, who's glowing with magical energy, and is gonna swing at thrust with spear at Quint instead. But looks at a miss.
technically, I don't think this is a magical effect, but
Oh, is Blade Song not?
it doesn't say it is. It's more like a dance.
He's gonna hold that. He's gonna hold that. He no longer has access to his weapon. He is gonna try and put his longsword in Quint's back as he has stepped around. Oof! Oh yeah, you're over 20, aren't you, with a Blade Song? Yeah, you see it coming. You can tell it's good. It looks like it's gonna hit, but then just a shift of like your movement. There's centimeters it misses by. Vanessa, to you.
It is me. Just gonna go ahead and move a little bit so I can get a little better vantage point on things. He's just chilling back here, right? Raspberry?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's the guy next to him doing? Just
Just
not
got
doing anything?
just got a crossbow and is stood clearly waiting at guard. You get the impression that he's there for if anyone breaks through.
All right.
He's the second wave. We don't have to worry about them yet.
Yeah. Well, I kind of want to, but I'll not.
Don't trigger another. Don't trigger the boss.
I kind of
Come on.
want to. Though.
You did that with Irina. Don't do it.
Fine. I will go ahead and I'm gonna target a little more Fenzi boy. We got some history. So for my action, I'm gonna go ahead and cast. I'm gonna cast Frostbite. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Who you like? So that's 9 cold to him. He's got disadvantage on weapon attacks next turn. And I'll just kind of cry out to the guards, like to the south of me, just saying, just kind of like egging them on.
How do you egg them on? What does she say?
I don't know right now, dude. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking do combat D&D again. Come here, big boys. I don't know. No. The improv's not there right now, so.
Okay.
Twat. You got me. You got me.
You got me, gal.
Who's Miguel?
I think that's the guard to the south, the big one.
This guy's gonna step up after Vanessa's goading and is gonna strike out with a spear, but misses. Just clatters off your
You'd say like
stony.
yeah, just like scrapes off her face and just doesn't move. Yeah.
Okay. Boy, in the middle of this great big melee, he's gonna go for Hazim again. Misses. Cool. The best combat. Like, I expected these guards to not hit much, but I also expected them to be dead very, very quickly. He can no longer grapple Whisper, because Whisper is no longer there. He's going to try and go for Hazim, but also misses. He's going to step up away. Hazim, for his companion to come up. Hazim, it's you! You're clearly being penned in. An attempt is being made.
Come on.
Oh my god!
Huzzah!
Ah, good roll too.
Jesus. Yeah, an absolutely crippling blow. He looks like he's down to it. He's almost done from that. You hit him again with pommel.
Yeah. Nice!
He's done. Tell me how you do him.
I'm going to KO him because I was pommel. The last one was the pommel, so I'm going to go kind of like, a heavy slash across his stomach, comes around with the pommel and just kind of cracks him across his chin.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna quickly turn to this dude next to me with my second attack. So that went all around the world. Nice.
Another
And
massive
then
blow, yeah.
I'm gonna bust the second wind out.
Do an action surge.
Yeah.
Second wind's just to heal.
Oh yeah, shit. Not that action surge. Hold on, let me tick that back on. It didn't add me hit points. And so yeah, I'm gonna attack him again. Come on, fuck off. And then last attack on him.
Hits.
Oh,
Down.
I mean, that one was a
Yeah,
slash,
yeah.
so probably that
Yeah,
one was a killing one. So, like just a helicopter, boom, boom. Just take these two out next to me.
Blood begins to spray. Anything
All
else
of
on
my
Hazim?
shining, glittering armor. I'm like, it doesn't have to be this way. And that is gonna be. I'm gonna step on his body in front of this guard, so that he's not quite as accessible to Vanessa.
Okay. Quint, it's you.
Quinn is going to turn to the scary, more frenzy guy, and he's again going to do the same chant in Elvish and try and booming blade.
Sonic boom.
Is this our round? Is this our round? This is our
Ho ho
round.
ho ho!
The blade is booming.
Boom. He's then going to, continuing his spinning dance, start to step this way, and then with a hop, skip, and a jump, he's going to continue going towards this other guard. Eating attacks if he.
I was going to say, are you
do so.
describing some inability to be struck? Yeah, he will.
Nope.
He will try to almost like swing the spear across the back of your legs.
That was
so
20 on my screen. That's 20
Yeah,
on my
yeah,
screen.
Yeah, so you've closed the distance.
And with my bonus action, he's gonna thrust upwards with his short sword in his offhand.
It misses.
Does the other guy not take a reaction?
Oh gosh, you are correct, of course. I missed him. Oh, well, it's at range now. What's that?
MF Doom.
Do you react to a 25?
Sadly, that is just out of my range of reactions. This fucking dude.
Yeah, he manages to get across the back of your thighs as you sort of skip by him. In that mid-leap, he just goes up the length of the 1-5 with the tip of the blade. Okay, that's the end of your turn, yeah?
Yes.
Guard is going to... just moving the body out the way. Guard is going to step up and thrust at Hazim. God, that dice is a journey. It misses. What's Hazim's AC? 20. She's at the door. Whisper, you reappear in a location 10 feet from where you are of your choosing.
Okay.
You reappear.
And I reappear.
Can everybody else see
I
Whisper's
can-
token, by the way?
Nope.
No.
No.
Not until she's revisible.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And I am going to.
Speak
Nope.
your words, Whisper.
Yep. And I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame over at that guy that's given Quinn such a hard time.
Okay.
I
He fails.
probably should have
Whoa!
mentioned it when he hit Quint, but he had a disadvantage because I cast Frostbite on him.
That's true.
Ah, right.
Wait.
Okay, yeah.
Does Frostbite say on their next turn, though?
Yeah, on their next attack.
It's just
On
their
the
next attack. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Well, first of all,
Oh, and then I stay put.
Yeah, you do, but you also kill that guard outright with Sacred Flame.
Yep.
The one who was on Quint. That was...
We had damage on it,
Um,
though, right? Did we
I
already
am
damage it?
going.
No, I think he was fine. Quint had missed him.
I thought you got... Oh, right, nice. Oh, you attacked the Morthensi guy first, didn't you? Nice.
After I do that, I am actually going to back up and step down from the platform.
Yeah, but it's only like a 5-foot drop. Take a little bit of a raise,
Okay.
but more close to 6.
Okay, that's it for me.
So Whisper has stayed put.
Do the Morfensi guard roll. See if he would have missed.
Yeah, okay. Got to call that out quicker next time, but let's have a look. I'll do another roll for him. What's your AC?
There's 20 people. Sorry, I forgot.
I've got to step him closer. Would that have still hit you with a 21?
I would have shielded it, so it would not hit. I'll change my.
Okay, and take your reaction off then. Okay, this guard. The landscape is rapidly changing. He would step up to Quint. And misses. That is Razbanov's guard. Top of round. Razbanov will now check. Where's it gone? There it is. Just raises a hand and a glow surrounds the guy who's just stepped up to you, Quint, and you see some of his wounds knit over. It is now MF.
Motherfucker.
He will step closer and he will just level the sword in front of him. In fact, he will around that and then step out trying to box Quint in. And he will strike at Quint. That dice has gone everywhere on my screen.
Bounces off an invisible barrier.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Vanessa, it's you, baby.
Seeing Dr. Raspberry cast Healing Word, I think Vanessa's going to change her tactics here a bit. So she's going to go ahead and she knows the Morfensi agent is probably powerful, and she's going to go ahead and cast Chill Touch on him. Or not.
Ooh, nat 1. Oof. You could, for once in your life, Jack, remember your inspiration.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah?
Also, just so you know, that roll from me was when the Morfensi agent moved, he would have been racked by booming energy.
Oh, remember about booming energy.
It's just when he moves, he automatically takes the damage from Booming Blade.
Do you roll that now, or is it a number we need to go back and refer to?
I have rolled it, and it did 7 damage to him.
Oh, have you applied it already as part of
Yes.
macro stuff? Cool. Missed on the chill touches again. Okay. Anything else from Vanessa?
No, but she's just as a free action going to point her crossbow down at Razbanov very threateningly, saying, "You're next."
It's gonna take me 20 minutes to get over to you, though.
Be there in just a second.
Don't you go nowhere.
Okay, this guy's going to try and step around Hazim and seeing his companion closing in. He's going to go for Vanessa, who is firing all these spells off, but I would imagine it hit. Okay, so it hits. Any reaction there, Vanessa?
Is her AC
no.
not high with Stoneskin?
No.
No, it's just resistance.
Is it just resistance? Okay.
Yeah, which sucks, but whatever. Yeah, I'll eat it.
Yeah, okay, so amend yourself manually and add back. Add back 2 HP.
I just see this clank. I'm like, so that's what it does. Okay, less concerned about her now.
Hazim, it's you. Quit, you're next.
Okay, I'm gonna step away from this dude.
Yes. Yeah, he'll think he's being smart and planting the spear in your back. He's not.
Cool. I'm gonna step here. And I'm gonna attack this guard behind Quintinius.
First one misses.
Second one.
Second one misses.
That's me.
Okay, Quint.
He's gonna repeat the chant and slash out at the Morfenzi agent. Or I will inspiration. I haven't finished
Yep.
rolling, but does that count?
That's fine. Yep, go on.
Success!
Okay. Oof. He's got blood freely pouring from sort of forehead down to jaw now. He's looking pretty wounded.
Okay, Quint's gonna continue waving the blades in a very distracting kind of way, and he's gonna spin round and feign as if he's about to stab the guy behind him, and then he's gonna continue a full 360 and stab the guy again with his offhand. Or attempt to. He stabs.
It would have been a shame to miss after all that description.
Hazim just puts down his glaive. Like...
It's only a poke since it's the offhand.
Yeah. Okay.
With how much space is there? Am I able to squeeze past diagonally that way? And
You take you take a reaction from.
I will eat the reaction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He will make a slash at you as you step around. Thank you for stepping back for the good of a land. He slashes out but misses. Yeah.
And I will go over here.
Okay.
He's rapid booming energy for his next turn.
Seems. I put my sleeping guards inside walls actually, so I know they're there and they're not in the way. Okay,
Sure.
She's gonna step up. Oh, why did it just jump? That's odd. Why did it not even roll an attack? Hazim targeted. Normal. Oh, it's hidden behind my combat lock, that's why. It misses. She's on the door. Whisper, you're on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. You're down there, Whisper. What are you doing?
I am just casting Sacred Flame at this guy up here.
Who?
I have him targeted the person next to Vanessa.
Go on.
Yeah, you'd see.
Yeah, you
Ankles
said
and
it wasn't
feet,
too far down.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Fails. Jesus.
All right. And
You are
Shame.
suddenly rolling big damage when these hit.
Brit,
and then
Brit
I'm
don't
gonna,
want no one messing with their girl.
She disappears.
yeah, and then I'm gonna pop.
Cool. You can move as well? Any manual movement you want to be doing?
She disappears at the end of her turn, I think.
Yeah, at the end of my turn. So
Okay.
when it's my turn again, I'll choose where I pop back up.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna step up and try and go for Quint. Miss.
Well, now you better get back here.
Scared him off. Saying you're coming for him. He's like, oh!
He will step
Yep,
up. Oh,
I
yeah,
will-
yeah. Roll. Hold on before you do yours, Hazim. Yep, roll up that booming blade damage. Oof.
Not as big as I'd hoped.
He takes a couple of steps, and I don't know how you imagine Matt looking. That whole movement when you step away, if it's like a tether to where he's struck and it blasts out. But yeah, as he marches forward, Quint and Hazim, you both just see this weird little sonic for a second that staggers him. When he keeps coming, I imagine Hazim, you want to do something about that?
Yep. I'm going to try and Sentinel.
Hit.
And I'm going to do that as a pushing attack. So, add the superiority dice to the attack's damage roll, and if the target is large or small, it must make a strength saving throw. And if failed save, you push the target up to 15 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
I can never remember what the strength saving score is.
I think it's in the ability of your maneuvers.
Oh, is it?
He rolls a 12.
I don't think that will be my strength saving throw.
I thought your thing was 12.
So the strength saving throw is a check. Saving throw. Come on, fucker.
You are incredibly weak.
Yeah, I mean I'm not the strongest. It must be said. Fuck me. Just even finding the fucking thing.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't 13 at least.
Because I thought it was like 8 plus your strength plus your proficiency.
We should definitely find it though, so we can jot it down somewhere.
Yep. Same thing on the 5e. How do you calculate strength saving?
The Yahoo answers.
5e. Okay, so it's make a saving throw. So it's d20 plus the ability modifier plus your proficiency. Bonus. What is your?
Yeah, you're right about the calculation. Is this? If you set, oh, actually, you don't have a spellbook tab, do you? Or can you see your spellbook tab? Because if you set your casting modifier to strength,
so currently it's 13.
Oh, okay,
like.
That makes sense.
So yeah, he's
13.
knocked. So how far back? 10 or 15 was it?
I think the pushing attack is 15 feet.
He's off the edge.
Cool, and he's obviously. I need to roll damage as well.
Oh yeah. Do you move closer for that?
Quite possible. I don't know because he's.
I've moved them back up. So do your damage.
Cool. 1 second, and it's plus.
The nest you're coming up.
As well. So damage.
The nest is
Plus
coming
1
up.
D8.
Still up.
Does not come up from you.
Yeah, it's applied to him. Oh, did it not show the damage?
Oh, it's because we done rolls after it, so it was 10 damage that it did.
Yeah, it's applied.
Cool. And then he is stationary there, off the edge. Nice.
Yeah.
Have you read nothing?
Unless it's you.
Question: Is
What
it
do you
a
think about me?
exactly? Is it a free action to just pocket a potion? Did that trick it?
They're just there on the desk. Sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm just gonna pocket one. You get to determine which one, of course.
Yeah.
But I'm
Did it show? Did it show up before in chat what you pocketed? The details of a potion.
What I drank, yeah, I did.
I'll describe it to you later. So if you're just grabbing something and pocketing it, you won't know its effects. You're not imbibing it. So.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. I know what you've pocketed. It is a clear, thin, blue, smoky potion.
So I'm gonna go ahead first as my bonus action, cast Misty Step.
Delightful.
Make sure I get that. And then I don't know why it's showing a radius, but
Because you left click where you want to go in that radius, and you will teleport there with your sexy animation.
that'll work.
Woo!
Oh, okay, this bitch is gone. All right. And then, let me go. I will use my movement. So I've got 35 feet. So how do you want me to half that?
Round it down.
How do you mean?
You
Oh, because your speed is halved, isn't it? So yeah, it does. It would round down
to 17.
No,
yeah. So effectively 50.
3 squares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I don't see him, so I'm going to use my action to move. Full movement. Ooh, I'll stop there. Let's go.
Okay.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Hazim, it's you. Quint, you're next.
Okay, I'll go for the one that is still trying to harass Quint. Noise, and then the one in front of me. So that was a blade, so that's a death shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Jesus.
I will pommel.
Yep.
Come on.
Boom. Pommel misses. She looks absolutely staggered though. She teeters at the top of those stairs. Okay, anything else from you?
I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from her. She takes the attack.
She does not. She's just reeling from that blow. She seemed to lack the sense to swing out as he passed by. Quint, it's you.
Quint's gonna dash towards the old adversary.
Mechanic dash or narrative dash?
No, just
I was going to say, it's very close.
running his way there, and whoops, is going to try and
Make it with advantage. And bit of a height difference here. I feel like in terms of how far you have to reach, he's effectively prone. Oh,
Well, he
he's
got
still
pushed
missed.
off a ledge anyway, didn't he?
he did.
Would he have landed prone, or did he land on his feet?
No, it's not big enough to fall damage, so I'm taking it as being like a knockback stumble, but
A skid off, like
Yeah.
a manga slide off the.
yeah. Are you
I will
making
try
a
and,
follow-up?
Do a follow-up, yeah.
Yeah. Advantageous again.
Love some juicy advantage.
Probably you'd fucking know it. Oh no, it does hit.
Oh, it's gonna be so small.
Oh.
How'd you kill it?
He misses with the first swing, and the other one he kind of keeps a secret, like he's hiding it under his forearm, which is distracting. And then as he misses, he comes in and stabs right into under his ribs.
And you see that like his hand was reaching into like his breast pocket for something, and just done before he could do it.
And I will move a little further and
Little do you know how much you've just simplified the upcoming remainder of this combat.
Oh, was he
Okay,
gonna? Was he
anything
gonna go
else
beast
on
mode
Gwent?
with the purple potion?
that's it from me.
Okay. This guard is going to stagger over towards
Okay.
Quint.
I'm gonna sentinel strike. Is that okay? You narrowed your eyes.
Wasn't it only coming? Oh no, it's still regular ones heading out. I was thinking of your lockdown ones. That's your glaives coming into it, isn't it? You can still attack heading out. Yeah, go for it, swing.
Hold on. Oh no, did I take my reaction?
No, it's just been your turn.
Well, so this is the thing. So does it reset after my turn, or does it reset per round? I thought reaction was per round.
I thought reaction was when it gets round to you again. It resets.
Turn per turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per turn.
I don't
Bam.
think she's long for this world.
Good night, sweet girl.
Yeah, I rattled her because you took her straight to 1. So she steps towards Quinn and is bicep.
As she starts trying to step towards Quint,
Yeah.
because she doesn't make it, she gets sentinel.
Yeah.
I just hamstring her, and she just kind of like collapses to the floor.
Bangs her head on a step.
Yeah, the blood trickles down, and then
Yeah.
I just turn around and point to the other guard. And there's ones at the door. The ones at the door are just kind of standing there, are they?
Well, yeah.
Everybody get decimated.
They've been on their posts. See, they've swapped to their crossbows.
God. I look over to Corinne and you okay?
Well enough.
Good job.
Guard at the door. She nods to her companion. Steps out. Closes the door.
Oh shit! We're about to get some undead up in here.
Whisper. Appear within 10 feet of where you are.
Alright. I'm gonna head back up this way. And then...
Reappear yourself.
Yeah, reappear myself. Alright.
And then take your turn.
I actually cannot see anyone up here, so I'm gonna step back up onto the platform.
Yeah, it's 10. It's double
around.
movement to get up. That's a bit of a ledgy clamber, so that's 5-10.
Just bodies
Okay.
everywhere.
Yeah.
15, 20. I'm gonna look at Hazim.
I'm gonna point to
Where
the
is
closest one.
Raspanov?
He went around the corner. Disappeared. Vanessa is chasing him. I don't know what happened to the agent, but I think Quint might have taken him out.
Alright, I'm gonna look at this dude then. And Sacred Flame him.
Come on, Sacred Flame! Yay!
Oof, doesn't quite kill him for once. Anything else from
and
you?
Then... No, that's it for me. Ooh, and I stay put for now.
He sort of pats out these flames that are already gone, and is going to paddily loose a bolt at you. Oh. Despite me describing it, this is the one guy I forgot to actually put a fucking crossbow on.
Oh dear.
Let me just drag his crossbow onto him.
Just pulls out Lehman's tiny crossbow. They've all got fucking magic here.
Yep.
This is the fucking Spelljam appear all over again, where all these crossbows just suddenly appear in hand.
He fires a bolt at Vispa. Misses. Top of the round. Razbanov stops. Did you sneak one tile closer, Jack? thought that
I was.
spaced.
I
miscounted?
miscounted. Yeah.
Cool. Hearing heavy gung 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 footsteps behind him, you see he's been like stalking ahead at given his height, still quite a speed. But he just sort of hearing these clunks, turns around. You see he looks furious. He has rosary beads hanging from each hand, and he just clenches his fists and is going to step towards you and is going to try and punch you.
Not leaving us so soon.
Alcon!
No idea, you foolish little thing! And you see his fists, these beads, glow in his hands. Why does it jump to him? Will you
12 hits.
react?
Oh. Are you naked?
I am. I'm only wearing a trench coat. Yeah, no, I'll take it. I have a shield right now.
You have a shield?
No.
His fist. Poof.
Is it magical or non-magical?
It is not magical.
Let's HP back.
But it is still, you feel it despite this new, you know, this was a big punch, and then he comes with another.
That was a one.
That hovered in a nat. See, it hovered in a nat 20 for me for a moment, and
That
then
hovered on
rolled
a
to a
1
19.
for me. I was like, no.
It is it not the worst thing about Foundry that it isn't accurate what rolls?
Yeah.
It's so disappointing.
Another one which you should half, 4, which you should half down to 2.
All right.
And then he will also, having punched you twice with his rosary beads, he will like hold them up for a moment and then just cross them over his chest. And there is a glow.
Fucking sanctuary.
Avert your meddlesome gaze elsewhere. Vanessa, it is now you.
Yeah, I don't like that. I hate that it's a bonus action too. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and
Remember, you can still try. There's a wisdom save involved.
Yeah. So here's a question about that. If it, I know it directs. If it's a direct attack against them, I have to make the save. What if it's just like an AOE thing?
Don't believe so.
Nope.
I believe you can just.
Yeah. I'll wait on that then. But I am going to go ahead and try and mind sliver him. Kind of like letting my little goading words echo in his mind. We'll see if it works though.
It has not prompted a saving throw from me just yet.
It has not.
Let's give it a moment. It looks like it fails at first. However, the rosary beads glow for a moment. And one of the beads shatters, one of the larger beads shatters and falls to the floor as he burns a legendary resistance to not have that thing happen.
I see.
But he still takes the damage, Joe, doesn't he? He just doesn't take the effect. Or is it half on a save?
It's a cantrip. So.
Oh, is it? Okay, so I will undo the damage.
I'm presuming his bless dropped off him from before.
It did. Well, only he had it left and he lost it.
Okay.
Everybody else had been consumed. Okay, anything else from you?
Action. I mean, yeah, I'm just checking to see if I have a bonus action. You know what? Let's party. I'm going to bonus action drink the other potion.
Woohoo!
Okay, so the other potion that you got as you chug, clear thin fluid with a blue smoke-like substance but doesn't mix. It smells like blueberries but tastes like leather. You gain +1 to your intelligence for 24 hours.
I love it.
But you smell like leather.
Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
Okay. Next up. Where are we?
My bad. Didn't mean to do that.
Strahd wants to maybe jump in and help the homie out.
Okay. Why is that taking so long to click through? My foundry is... there we go. The guard at the door is going to step forward. And fire at... I think he has... Yep. He's going to fire his crossbow at Vanessa's back. Fuck me. Just roll that manually. Rather than add another one into him. Would you react to a 14?
Nope.
What's that crossbow damage again? Crossbow 1d8.
Mm-hmm.
You take a mighty 1 damage. Please tick it off manually, Vanessa. As
Rip.
the bolt shatters against you. It is now Hazim.
I look over my shoulder at Quint and whisper and say, "Go and help Vanessa. I've got these two and whatever's coming through that door."
Did you roll this time, Whisper? Did you remember to roll?
I did.
Cool,
I'm
okay.
sticking.
Cool.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just kind of like walk slowly with a little flourish of my glaive. And as I kind of like stand in between them, I'm gonna try and take out the one on the bridge first.
Very nearly.
Second attack. Nice. And then I'm gonna just step one forward and look to the guard and say, "You had your chance." And then that's my go.
Quint, it's you. Whisper your soon.
Quinn is gonna run along the edge of past these burbling, gurgling tanks, and then he's gonna leap off the edge and try and strike this person.
My God, for style.
Hope is the way.
You did the knee move, but by the law of action cinema, is never allowed to connect.
Motherfucker.
This guy's got a crossbow. He's holding you. He's melee him with his crossbow here, blocking you.
Quint's not used to looking cool, and he fumbles. That is all he can do this turn.
Okay. Hazim. Free perception check. You start to hear a grinding of gates and metal outside the room. Whisper, it's you.
I am going to do what Hazim said and move towards the sounds of Vanessa. Can I climb over this without anything? exploding?
Yeah, you can squeeze through. Strahd did it before.
She hops over it like she's in a
Slime.
police movie. Yeah, over a car bonnet.
Yeah, you drop down. You drop down, and you see Razbanov mere feet away, surrounded by this glowing aura.
Yeah, I am.
Make a wisdom saving throw before you do that.
Okay.
She's pretty wise.
How high up is this ledge, DM, that we're on?
Well, the platform you're on.
Yeah.
We dropped down.
Yeah.
According to the map you made, 15 feet.
Nice.
What is the save it needs to make? Yes, you find that as you go to focus your energy on him, just all this whispering, but you realise it's a relentless prayer repeating, almost like just sort of drives and guides your hand away. But as you focus on Frith's words, you find you're able to focus your aim towards him, and you can cast a spell at him.
Okay.
It will, in a moment, force a wisdom saving throw. Don't know why shit on him seems to pause for a few seconds. Didn't with guards. He succeeds.
It's too sacred for sacred flame.
And I'm gonna blip.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna blip.
Blip.
As you do blip, like a flash running up on Superman, you see his eye just focus on you, and a slight smile curls at the edge of his mouth. This guard will... He's wielding a crossbow. He will try to step back to drop his sword. I don't know if Quint, if you will...
Save your action.
Permit it.
Let me do mine.
I'm
going to try and sentinel him anyway.
I have Warcaster, so I'm going to use a Booming Blade reaction.
Ooh, nice.
Fuck you!
So anyway, Hazine, what you doing? If that misses as well, please miss as well.
No.
Oh, that would have been just like everyone fires everything. He's like, back away, not today, disco lady.
Quint distracted him for me, and as he kind of like dodges Quint's just in and out to the guts. Like I already knew it was going to happen. I was already waiting for it. It's like death strike.
Okay. Top of the round. The Doctor. Vanessa, you see he's distracted for a moment, and he steps off, just walking away from you with purpose.
I am going to go ahead and use my reaction, and while he was praying and all that jazz, I would have slipped off one of my gloves, and I'm going to try and
make a wisdom saving throw.
Grab his wrist. Yeah. Let's see what happens. God, cocksucker.
You just find that you're unable to bring yourself to committing to laying hands on this man of God.
That's it for my reaction.
Okay. He will, sort of stepping away, he turns back in your direction, Vanessa, and scoffs for a moment before he just raises the beads with both hands and brings them down together. He is going to cast a 3rd level spell.
Oh, God.
A large beam of golden light flies from the rosary beads and strikes you.
Did she just go down?
Vanessa goes down by 1. That is a powerful blow. And then he turns back towards Azim's eyes. As he turns back towards Whisper, and you see that. I mean, you see miss of your Frodo and Meringue style vision, but you see he turns back and he focuses on you.
Even though she's not just invisible?
He sees her.
Holy shit.
He makes direct eye contact with her.
Holy shit, indeed. Very holy. Well, from line of sight, I can see that Vanessa just went down.
Yeah, you would hear and see the blast of light, I would expect.
And hear the body hit the floor.
I didn't get prompted for a saving throw, so what do I do to roll death save?
Do you have anything but influence as your death saves? Because if not, it is just a d20, isn't it?
I don't think I
click
did,
the
no.
skull thing on your character on your portrait.
Oh yeah, yeah, in your character sheet. If you open up Vanessa's character sheet, you should find her portrait is replaced by a skull.
It is not, for some reason.
Okay.
It just says 0.
In that case, click the cog at the top of your character sheet, and you can change where it says this sheet, change it to D&D 5e tidy sheet.
I'm just going to roll this way.
Sure.
I'm not dealing with that.
Roll a 2. Remember that the homebrew rules Dunamis campaign, you are still conscious while this is happening. So you can speak and can call out. Mechanically, you're unconscious, but you are able to speak.
I think I'm fading into out of consciousness right now. I think it's appropriate.
That was a big, mighty blow.
Stay with me. You can't go anywhere.
If it's okay though, just if I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't, I won't. But would I be able to slip my glove back on?
You are mechanically unconscious.
All right.
No, I'm afraid not. Meanwhile, you hear a creak of metal whisper behind you, muffled in your state, as the grate opens and Strahd comes clambering out of the grate from the sewer beneath you. That is the extent of his turn. Hazim, it's you.
I look to Quint and say, be careful. They're coming through the door. Don't leave yourself open. 1, 2, 3, 5.
And you see Vanessa just laid out,
And I don't...
shifting.
Yeah. Okay. Why can't I target the good doctor? Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna kind of come skidding round.
Yeah, the sanctuary has obviously faded from him as he shooped the whoop.
Shoop did a whoop. How unimpressive. What an unimpressive start. And then I'm going to back up 1.
Okay. That all from you?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking at him, towering over me with my kind of like glaive held towards him. It's like, I don't know why. You couldn't wait 1 fucking day.
I thought you was talking to Vanessa for a second. There's a day at the end. You couldn't wait a fucking round for me.
Yeah, I'm looking at him, but I'm just saying it out loud.
You can have Vanessa, given that you're able to speak and react, but we're not going with like the change of equipment, things like that. You kind of, you know, attempt to be having your palm again. You can be holding your
I
arms
figure I'm
to
like
yourself.
on my face, you know. Like,
You're not like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, here's my. Yeah.
Okay, Quint, it's you.
Can't really see anyone from here except very distantly.
I imagine you can see that Hazim is obviously
Talking.
talking and engaged.
How far did I just move?
30.
Okay.
What's your movement?
Right now it's 40.
I mean, I'd attack him, then just hide back round the corner.
Yeah, maybe.
Although you are going to be the target of a lot of people that come with crossbows in a minute.
I will cast a spell.
And that spell's name is?
Chill touch him. I fling shard of ice. It goes incredibly wide. And then I'm just gonna tuck. And that's all.
Okay. Whisper. First of all, a location within 10 feet of your choosing.
Yes. I am just going to pop up, like, kneeling next to Vanessa.
You are able to do this? Let's get you in a square. Jesus Christ, boy.
I was doing it so I wasn't right on top of her, but also didn't want to, like, go over since that would be technically 15. Do you know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. Well, in
like,
that
I'm
case, you'd
sharing the space with her.
you'd be there then, wouldn't you? 5, 10,
Well, no,
10 feet
I'm
away from where you
literally...
are.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, alright. You're right. I can do math. And then I'm just gonna cast Spare the Dying on Vanessa.
Oh, she's
And
just so
then-
considerate, isn't she, Vanessa?
But I kind of want to see if I die.
Me too.
So that's your action.
Yep.
What's next?
I'm deciding because things are different. Okay, so. Fuck. All right. I'm just gonna use it because I wanna on him. I'm gonna use that on him. I know
Okay,
there's.
target him before
no
you cast it.
He was.
So Spare the Dying is an action.
They're both actions, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yes,
never
action
mind.
again.
You can, if you want. I will say you could, and this is up to Harrison. You don't have to Spare the Dying me. You could just cast your Bane. Totally fine with
Nope.
I feel it is in her
I should have done,
character,
yeah.
to appear and spare.
it. I know.
If you're bored of a campaign, Jack, you gotta tell me directly.
I know. I just wanted to see what happens.
I could make that happen.
Okay, so Vanessa feels that shock, and
I appreciate it.
You jolt back.
And then I know it's gonna prompt, but I'm gonna back up from him.
He will absolutely. I'm just going to move
Yep.
you back for a moment so
Right.
I can actually click it on you. He will absolutely chuck a fist at you.
Okay.
A heavy blow takes you in the jaw.
I'm not.
As you turn
I'm
from
not concentrating on anything, so I don't know why it's asking me that.
Is oh no, Blink isn't concentrate your heal. No, not sure.
I think it's because of the Bane that never really got cast.
Oh yeah, of
Oh
course.
yeah. Okay.
You could just
I
remove the
have
icon.
I have cleared the debuff.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, anything else from you,
and
Whisper?
then, yeah, I'm just gonna see if I blip. I do.
So,
Okay.
okay. The Doctor, eyes still on Whisper, seeing Vanessa on the floor, Hazim coming over, hearing Quinn come up. He is going to step up.
I will try and sentinel.
Yep. Misses. He is just going to try and put the boot in on Vanessa.
Stomp attack. Oh ho ho!
Succeeding. Just this large, heavy boot comes in for straight to the ribs.
I mean, with a 29, I think it's straight to the face.
Yeah. However,
Are you still off?
even no, she's down again. But the damage on that was so low for a crit.
Well, it's half. She's still got stone skin.
Oh shit! Of course, yes. So, oh, it would not have taken her down. She'd be on 1. Thank you for reminding me. And he will step over, and the next attack, you see Hazim. There's no penalty against attacking into the ethereal if you can see it. So you just see Hazim, him.
Does he have the ability to actually attack into the ethereal? Because the spell specifically says.
Yeah, he can
Unless-
see it. She is in a different plane. Or does
Yeah.
it say unless they're in it?
It's
It
not the same
says
visibility,
creep-
right?
Yeah.
It says you can only affect and be affected by
You're
other
absolutely.
creatures on the ethereal plane.
You're absolutely correct. So he can see you, but he can't do shit. So he will.
Yeah.
He will march over and put it into Hazim.
Damn it,
Unless he
Whisper!
has the ability to like go into
Yeah,
the
that's-
ethereal.
No, you're entirely correct.
Bam.
Ugh.
Comes in with the haymaker, his rosary beads on Hazim. Vanessa, you are prone, and you are on 1 HP as the heroic Avengers crescendo comes in on this track again.
I know, right? There's a couple things I could do right now, but I think
Blink! Blink!
yeah, I'll blink. Yeah, just blink me. Um,
That's such a
do I want to
cool
save
blink though,
myself,
like.
or do you want to try and kill this guy?
Oh, this is your self-destructive side coming through now.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when you're right, you're right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points. I'm going to quicken my.
Remember, you're currently lying prone as well.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to quicken a spell. So I'm going to, as an action, cast Mind Sliver on him.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and target him. There we go. Would you just roll? Oh, there it is.
Click damage and it will prompt. Again, it's thinking about it for a moment.
Come on.
He succeeds.
The twins.
Fucking. Well, what I wanted to do isn't going to work out as good as I wanted it to do, but I am going to go ahead and, as my bonus action, because I quickened my spell,
Yeah.
going to go ahead and. Is anyone right there? No. So I'm going to go ahead and. Fuck it. I'm going to cast Caustic Brew on him. If it just loads. And I'm casting it at 3rd level. So.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, place that template, baby.
Alright, so he's got to make Dex save.
I'm assuming you're not deliberately including yourself in it.
I mean, it doesn't really
on
matter.
him.
Yeah, it's like coming from my shadow, so.
Oh, yeah, of course. Just it might try and get you to do it.
6 damage for level 3.
Over time effect though, or something.
Yeah, the damage comes from. It's
it stays on
obviously.
them. Yeah.
It's obviously waiting to do the dex saving throw. I don't know why it's taking a while for him. This is taking. It's normally
Just waiting to tell me how
done
bad I failed.
by now. Okay, I'm going to do it manually, given that it isn't, so we're ignoring whatever comes up. What DC does he need to make?
DC is 14.
Okay, he rolls an 18. But he still takes some damage in this, doesn't he?
Yeah, takes 6.
Takes the 6. Mark that off.
Should have done the other spell, whatever.
Okay, anything else on Vanessa? Are you getting up or are you still on the floor?
It isn't an action to get up.
That's just half your movement, stand up.
Yeah, then yeah. Yeah, I'll stand up. Fuck it. He'll knock me back down, that's whatever.
He's not got a reaction, so you could move.
Oh, he does?
He attacked
Yeah,
Whisper.
he lashed out a whisper, so you could.
Not that you can move far.
Yeah, you can move another square.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Unless there's flanking, which I would
I mean, you could go there.
here,
Like, you
but
could go next to Quinn.
That's true. Diagonal.
I don't even see Quinn.
Oh, just round the. As in, like, go diagonal to there.
It's fine. It's honestly fine.
Okay. Range on that. Hazim, you see Strahd around the corner, just sort of crouched, something with his hands, and just points both hands in the direction of the doctor. Oh, why hasn't that?
dispel magic.
He does this, and you see the rosary beads on both hands just suddenly stop glowing, and you see like Razbanov sort of almost shake them for a moment, and then he dips back round. Hazim, it's you. And you see the glow on the doctor immediately seems to greatly diminish.
We'll see how much it diminishes. Fuck me. That's my go. Actually, no. I'll use.
Ooh. Sorry, Whisper's just alerted me to something. No, Jack. I'm not sure how long ago that came.
I know you never read Zoom chat.
No. I did not expect that in this session I'll be chucking an entire other wave at you. I think we'll be resolving what's here in this room for now.
Yeah.
If that's agreeable to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
Nice.
Tasty.
Overkill even. Maybe you should share some of those.
Yeah.
Share some with the rest of the class.
Okay. Anything else from Hazim?
That is me.
Okay. Quint, it's you. You see that glow just continues to fade.
Now that he's in range, Quint is going to dive in and... Booming Blade! Yes! Yes! And strike with his other short sword.
Let's put down my glaive again. Fucking boy.
And after that, he will duck out. Maybe more of them, more like that. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else in Quint?
No.
Whisper. Choose your 10-foot location. Oh, choose your 10-foot location to pop in.
I will go. I'm gonna just back up a little bit, and just do that one. And then Sacred Flame him.
Big damage again.
Hopefully it'll actually do the save for him in a few moments this time.
He fails it.
He fails it, yeah.
If we can all make a point of like backing up further away from me as well, so I can Sentinel Strike to stop people getting to you, that would be great.
And I will stay.
You remain, okay.
Oh, but I would. Yep, okay.
Oh, no.
I was gonna move behind the pillar though.
I know, but you do your roll at the end of your turn. We already established last round. So if you're doing a roll, you're done with your turn.
Yep. Go ahead.
But does she still not get her normal movement, or is that part of the coming out of the after?
Yeah, but I rolled. I ended my turn. So.
Yeah, but when she's decided her roll's over, she goes and does that, and it's happened a couple of times already.
Right, okay.
The Doctor is going to.
Come at me, bro. Let's go.
He is going to Sanctuary.
Run. Yeah, he's gonna run.
Oh. He's gonna Sanctuary me?
Oh, he's targeting you. He's sanctuarying himself. And then he's going to try and go.
Okay, so I have to roll Wisdom?
Yeah, anyone who wants to attack him has to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
I make that shit.
So Vanessa gets to give him an attack.
So
I've already tried. I already tried to do thingy.
So what are you going to attack with, Vanessa?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to do, if you don't mind, I'm going to do a wisdom check to see how hungry I am. because I've been kicked down.
You have
Delirious.
okay. I mean, you can actually make a wisdom save to see if you decide to get into a better judgment, but you just got fed less than an hour ago.
True, but she's also pissed off.
Sure.
She's upset. I'll do it at advantage. She's of sound body and mind. So, it's only weapon attacks though, right?
Yeah.
That's spell
Unless you
attacks?
have Warcaster.
Should get that. Yeah, she's just gonna whip out her dagger and try to stab him. Stab him in the kneecap.
I hope this is the killing blow.
I hope. 18?
18 hits. Roll the damage. I'll take it off.
4.
Okay.
So I do that because I used my thingy when he'd first moved, and now it's come around to his turn again. So it must have been before my turn already.
Yeah.
But I can only attack him when he comes out of my reach. So it
Yeah.
depends which square he's gonna be. If he's gonna be carrying on moving.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's trying to get out of the room.
Okay, cool. Then
so
I shall...
so at that point, he's at now is where you'd make your attack.
Okay, yeah, I rolled a 19, so I can attack him.
You hit.
Fucking yes! And I'm gonna do this as a maneuvering attack. So when you hit a creature with a weapon, you can expend one superiority dice to maneuver one of your comrades into a more advantageous position. You add the superiority dice, yada 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 yada. I'm not really bothered about that. I'm just wanting the extra d8 and the damage.
Mm-hmm.
So
Are you going to invite one of your companions to move?
I will invite Whisper, because I think the other two have reactions that they might already have reactions. Whisper generally, so you'd use your reaction Whisper if you want to move half your movement, if you want to, but you don't have to.
I don't know what it would do because it's like he'll still just be able to walk past me.
I mean, you're not in a spot at the moment where you could do an attack of opportunity. If you move to somewhere in the future where he is going to walk past you, then again, it's up to you though.
Okay, roll your damage.
Yeah. Okay. Could have been better.
Could have been worse.
Stop him in place.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He. So what? He's bonus actioned. He's bonus actioned. He's moved. He will turn, and there's a moment where you can see he thinks about it and doesn't. He just keeps rapidly praying and has his eyes on the door. That is all he will do. Hazim. Oh, no, I went past Hazim, sorry. Vanessa is after him. Vanessa, it is you.
Alright. So, I think at this distance, she's just gonna lash out again. Question. Across the table. We've fought enough before that I would know what kind of saving throws would be best to, like, give disadvantage for, right? So is there something that, like...
Yeah. Like, you know what everybody else in the team tries to capitalize on.
Yeah, so, like, if I wanted to give him disadvantage on his dex save, like...
Doesn't matter for me. Whispers is always going to be Wisdom for her radiant damage. Quince is going to be dependent on what spell. So I think Lucas is probably... Whispers is the only consistent, I think.
Alright.
But you've also got... Have you got Chill Touch? Oh, no, it's a touch spell, isn't it? Chill Touch.
Yeah.
So he's not got the movement.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
It's I can do it within range. It's 120 feet. It's not touch, but
okay.
But like he's got a decent AC, right? Oh, it's 16. All right, I'll try it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do chill touch then.
The glow has been fading from him. Who knows what's going to affect him?
Do you have to roll a wisdom again, or is it on the turn?
Yeah, she's got to make a wisdom saving throw. She's attacking him because he's still sanctuaried.
Oh, well, fuck
So
me.
wisdom saving throw, DC, what did I say it was?
15?
15, yeah. Shit.
Suck my dick. And that's what that's saying, then, not me.
So yeah,
So, yeah.
you may...
And chill touch.
Choice.
Tell me how you kill him, Vanessa. As you're on the floor covered in acid as he's getting away, what does she do?
Yeah, I think Azim would probably see her like bracing herself against the wall, and just like eyes black, and I think she just sort of extends her hand, the one that's gloved, and she'll just say, "No," and everyone would just kind of see these like black spikes come up from the shadow, his own shadow, just kind of impale him crossways. They come out.
Stop. Forgive them. As he just sags. As you have killed the man. As we wrap up there,
spit
because
blood at him,
I know some
so-
of you need to go. You hear screams and groans outside the door, both human and undead, and you know that you are far from safe. As we'll pick up with your attempting to get out of this place, presumably, next time.
Dimension door.
But yeah, that is us for
Say
today.
hey.
Thank you very much, everybody. We will be back in a few seconds when you click next video.